What's going on, man? If I didn't know any better, I wouldn't have knew Dave Morrell exists in the sport of boxing. But he actually exists. And unless you're a hardcore fan, you likely wouldn't know too much about him, right? But Dave Morrell Jr., man, one may say he's a sleeper at 168 pounds. One may say he's the dark horse. One may say he's the guy at 168 pounds. But however, we have yet to see him in a big fight. And he's been putting a lot of pressure on David Benavidez and the Benavidez family. But before we continue, man, make sure you hit that like button for your boy. It's your boy, Bushido, a.k.a. The Dragon, a.k.a. Mr. 926, a.k.a. the silver-haired demon, a.k.a. the black mage, a.k.a. I could do this all day. But David Morrell, man, he had a whole lot to say about David Benavidez in the past, and it looked like they had a fight signed due to the contract. They had a fight signed. David Benavidez ain't really checking back for David Morrell Jr., right? But David Morrell Jr., as you can see here, right, it says, man, you don't paint any more excuses. And it says, Jose Benavidez Sr. says David Morrell should fight Caleb Plant to prove himself. David Morrell don't have that many fights. And for him to have a WBA secondary title, he's one of the guys that still should be next in line to face either A, Canelo Alvarez, or B, David Benavidez. But I think the big excuse would be for guys to get in the ring with a Cuban, right, is that he just don't got that much experience. He ain't got that many fights. And if you look at his trainer, Ronnie Seals, he kind of says the same thing. However, David Morrell and probably his management probably want to really push this guy, right? And one thing we know about the Cuban fighters, man, and one thing we talked about in the live stream is that they's likely a lot older than what they say. Dave Morrell is probably older than what it actually says on his, So is David Benavidez ducking David Morrell? I don't know, man. David Benavidez, he's becoming a star in his own right. Really humble guy. He still has that nice fat guy. He's still that nice fat kid at heart. And you know what I'm saying? But in the ring, he's an absolute monster. And he's going to be an exciting fighter for the years to come. Plus, he's really humble. So let's see what he had to say, though. Let's see what he had to say about what he really wants to do. Wait, what's this? David Benavidez speaks with the WBC and requests that he fights Canelo Alvarez next in May. And salute to Fight Hub TV, man. Let's see what he had to say.
Feel very good. We knew it would be a difficult fight, but I knew I had enough to beat Demetrius Andrade. Truthfully, I think that the fight between me and Canelo should be in May of 2024. We're ready. We're ready for this opportunity, and I want to give the fans what they want. Hey, David, question. Does Canelo need David Benavidez?
Hold up. So this is like a live stream? Like they actually wait, hold on. Let's see.
Or does David Benavidez need Canelo? Well, truthfully, I think both of us. He needs me and I need him. He's a legend in the sport. And I think that for me to do what I want to do in boxing, in Mexican boxing, I need to fight Canelo. To get to that level, to be a legend in the sport.
You know what it is? You know what it is, y'all? David is ready to get that torch. David is ready for that torch. Is Canelo ready to pass the torch is the question. I don't think Canelo's really ready to pass the torch right now. That's the thing. Canelo Alvarez may not be ready to pass the torch. Canelo Alvarez isn't necessarily that old, even though he's kind of old as a fighter, considering how much fighting he's been doing. And he's been fighting since he was like 15 years old as a professional. 15, 16 years old. So he's kind of old, even though he's only like 33, right? Is Canelo ready to pass the torch to David Benavidez? That's the question. David Benavidez is, like I said, is a really humble guy. He can play the nasty role too, but at heart, he's really still that really nice kid, man. Dave Morrell, I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't even say. I'll say this. If David Benavidez can't get Canelo Alvarez anytime soon, he should go ahead and take care of David Morrell. he should take care of David Morrell. David Morrell is going to be a tough fight, though. David Morrell is going to be a really tough fight. He's big. He's a southpaw. But David Benavidez has shown that he can kind of handle a lot. David Benavidez shown that he can kind of deal with a lot of different styles. At 26 years old, he's shown us. And for the weight classes, the 168, which never used to be really a popular division, is now becoming popular with Canelo Alvarez being there, and then all these guys getting a little bit more recognition because of it. The heavier guys are gonna start getting a little bit more recognition. Look, man, I don't know. I think David Morrell, man, he may have to just kind of wait. Is he ducking? Is David Benavidez ducking David Morrell? Nah, I can't say that, man. Is they kind of weary of him? Is they kind of hesitant on stepping on the gas on getting and fighting him? Absolutely. And part of the reason why is because David Benavidez is at the point where, he's really becoming a star, and Canelo Alvarez fight is right there. The biggest fight to be made, passing the torch to the next Mexican fighter that's going to probably be reigning for a while. He's bilingual and everything else. You know what I'm saying? So David Benavidez, man, he could be the next big Mexican star, and getting in the ring with a guy like David Morrell right now could potentially ruin that. So if you look at it from a business aspect, if you're looking at it from Jose Benavidez Sr., a father, you know what I'm saying, father with your sons, who could possibly be considered one of the greatest Mexican, Ecuadorian. I think he's half Ecuadorian, if I'm not mistaken, but either way, he's half Mexican. He'll be considered one of the best, right? They on the cusp of that. And I don't think as a father, I couldn't blame Jose Benavidez Sr. Honestly, I couldn't blame him. His oldest son couldn't quite make it to a certain point, but then his youngest son could make it. So yeah, being a father, yeah. But Dave Morrell, man, he may have to just wait his turn. Ronnie Shields ain't trying to push him, ain't too fast either. But he just got to keep pushing it and get his name out there. That's all I can say at this point. I can't really say David Benavidez is ducking Dave Morrell right now, considering the opportunities that's in front of David Benavidez right now. I mean, David Benavidez is a bad dude, man. Benavidez, he gonna be around for a while. 26 years old, out here doing his thing. Look at him. He got a good relation with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson blessing him. You think he go get in the ring with David Morrell right now? Nah, bro. They go put you on the back burner until you kind of build yourself up, bro. And that's really just how boxing works, you guys. I know years ago, early on, we used to say, man, fight. But you got to look at it from if you was in their shoes. And it's not like he's fighting weak fighters. He said he'll fight Beevil. He'll go up and fight Better Beef. But I do believe he should mention Dave Morrell. So that leads me to believe that they feel that Dave Morrell could possibly beat David Benavidez. However, Dave Morrell got to keep doing what he got to do. Keep learning English so he can really be bilingual. Unlike a lot of the other Cuban guys who come over here and they don't speak no English, man. Nah, bro. You gotta do that, dog. So yeah, Benavidez, I can't be. Look, if this is what Jose Benavidez Sr. really said, you know what I'm saying? What would you do if you were senior? Guiding your sons through boxing. And now you on the cusp of getting a Canelo Alvarez fight, bro. The biggest fight for him. And this is the biggest fight for any fighter that has fought Canelo Alvarez recently. Why? Because it's a Mexican fighter, one. And two, because he's a Mexican fighter that could possibly beat him. That's why. So yeah, I can't say that's a duck move. But Dave Morrell Jr., this is what he says. He said, man, you don't want to pay any more excuses. Tell me what you guys think. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.